In the 1980s, a car was built that would come down in history as one of the greatest, if not the greatest car ever built. Adorned by many, known by all. This car is the symbol of supercar excellence. The name: Ferrari F40. The last Ferrari car that the famous Enzo Ferrari approved before his passing. And probably the most famous Ferrari supercar ever. But Ferrari built another supercar in the 1980s, which is being forgotten. But without it, the F40 wouldn't even exist. Or any future Ferrari supercar wouldn't have existed. This car paved the way for the future Ferraris and was the true hero of that era. Which is this supercar, you may ask? Well, I am talking about the Ferrari 288 GTO. And in this video, we're going to dive deep into the fascinating history and features of this incredible machine. Our story begins in the thrilling world of Group B racing, the greatest rally era of all time. In the 1980s, manufacturers like Audi, Peugeot, Lancia and more were all competing for victory in this highly competitive motorsport category. Some legendary cars were born and raced in this era like the Audi Quattro, Lancia Delta S4, and many more. Talking about the Audi Quattro, check the video in the top right corner to learn the story of the most influential Group B car. Now let's go back. The regulations in Group B racing allowed manufacturers to create shorter production runs of their base vehicles, leaving more room for extreme racing development. And because of this, Group B cars were absolute monsters. Machines built from the lightest materials strapped with engines, more powerful than Formula One engines, battling it out on the rally stages. And Ferrari wanted a piece of this. They knew they had the potential to outshine their rivals. This realization led to the birth of a car specifically designed to dominate Group B racing. The Ferrari 288 GTO. An exquisite masterpiece with a purposeful design and name, taking inspiration from another legendary car made by the Italians. The 250 GTO, which was produced in the early 1960s and widely regarded as one of the most coveted and valuable cars in the world. With its striking design, race-winning capabilities, and limited production numbers, it captured the hearts of automotive enthusiasts around the globe. It's from this rich lineage that the Ferrari 288 GTO draws its inspiration and inherits its iconic GTO designation. Just like its predecessor, the 288 GTO was born out of a racing mindset, a desire to push the boundaries of performance and deliver an unrivaled driving experience. Now, let's talk about the design of the Ferrari 288 GTO. Ferrari asked for Pininfarina's help to craft this incredible machine. While it shared some visual similarities with its predecessor the 308 GTD, the 288 GTO was far from mere evolution. It boasted a distinctive and aggressive design, with a focus on functionality and performance. Its lightweight construction was truly ahead of its time, employing a combination of fiberglass, composites, aluminum, Kevlar, and Nomex to achieve strength without compromising weight. The wider wheel arches were necessary to accommodate the larger wheels, 8 inches wide at the front and 10 inches wide at the rear. Extensive wind tunnel testing resulted in larger spoilers both at the front and rear, optimizing aerodynamics. Paying homage to its predecessor, the iconic 250 GTO, the 288 GTO featured 3 vertical cooling slots behind the rear wheels, a subtle nod to Ferrari's racing heritage. But they were not just for visual purposes. They served as channels that fed air to the engine compartment for better cooling. From the deep front air dam to the high-mounted side mirrors and aggressive calm tail, every design element speaks to the car's stability and performance. And while the GTO lacks excessive bright work, its discreet Scuderia Ferrari badges proudly adorn its flanks. Underneath its stunning exterior, the 288 GTO featured a tough tubular steel chassis, providing a solid foundation for its performance. With a longer wheelbase than the production 308 GTB, it boasted 4-wheel independent suspension, ensuring optimal handling and road grip. But what truly set the 288 GTO apart was its powertrain. At the time, turbocharged engines were becoming more and more popular in F1, and their impressive performance didn't go unnoticed by Ferrari. So they decided to build such an engine for the 288 GTO. They gave this task to Nicola Materazzi, the guy who worked on Launch's Group C prototype, LC2. He had experience with making turbocharged engines for the LC2, so when making the 288 engine he did an equally impressive job. The 2.8-liter V8 engine that was put in the car had an impressive performance, delivering 400 horsepower thanks to 4 valves per cylinder, twin turbochargers, Weber-Marelli electronic fuel injection, and dual Baer intercoolers. Unlike the 308, the engine in the 288 GTO was put in front of the rear axle for better weight distribution and handling. Another difference with the 308 was that the engine was mounted longitudinally. This made the 288 GTO a serious contender for the Group B title. Unfortunately, the story of Group B racing took an unexpected turn. Due to various reasons, including several fatal crashes, the series was abruptly cancelled in 1987. If you want to learn how the Delta S4 helped in ending the Group B era, make sure to check the video in the top right corner. This left many manufacturers with rally and racing cars they no longer needed. However, Ferrari had foreseen this outcome and made a bold decision. Recognizing that entering Group B racing would ultimately be futile, Ferrari decided to produce the fully developed 288 GTO as a road-legal vehicle. The race-bred car was refined for street use, receiving leather seats, electric window lifters, and even an air conditioning unit. Initially, Ferrari built only 272 road GTOs and an additional 5 GTO Evoluzione for pure racing use, of which only 3 still exist. The last 288 GTO was built for ex-Formula One world champion Niki Lauda in 1986 and was given to him as a gift, making it the holy grail of all GTOs ever built. Now, let's unleash the true performance capabilities of the Ferrari 288 GTO. Back in its prime, this turbocharged beast was capable of accelerating from 0 to 100 km per hour in around 5 seconds, making it one of the fastest cars of its time. It could sprint from 0 to 200 km per hour in a mere 15 seconds, with a top speed of 304 km per hour. Today, these figures may not seem groundbreaking, but back then, the 288 GTO was one of the fastest street-legal cars on Earth. Its incredible performance, combined with the allure of rarity, has made the 288 GTO a highly sought-after collector's item. Back in the 80s, the price for a new 288 was around $85,000, which was not a small amount for its time. But today this car is even more expensive because of its rarity and legendary status. Prices for these automotive masterpieces now range between $2 and $4 million. An enormous investment. And yet enthusiasts are more than willing to make for a chance to own a piece of automotive history. As we wrap up our journey through the world of the Ferrari 288 GTO, it's clear why this car has earned its place among automotive legends. With its roots in Group B racing and its unrivaled combination of power, performance, and Italian elegance, the 288 GTO truly embodies the spirit of Ferrari. Every curve and line of this Italian masterpiece serves a purpose, combining form and function in perfect harmony. It's a symphony of power and elegance, an automotive work of art that commands attention wherever it roams. The Ferrari 288 GTO is more than just a car. It's a time capsule, transporting us back to an era when speed and passion collided on the world's most prestigious racetracks. Its legacy lives on, inspiring future generations of automotive enthusiasts to chase their dreams and push the boundaries of what's possible. So, as we bid farewell to this captivating journey, let the spirit of the Ferrari 288 GTO ignite your own passion for extraordinary performance, exquisite design, and the unwavering pursuit of automotive perfection. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe. And don't forget to check out some of the other videos about legendary cars and their stories.